X-ray Delta 1. It is 10:07:08. Time is 22:27 Eastern Standard Time. Transmission commencing. Alright, it's been a while since I posted my my last blog. Not a lot of interesting things going on around here actually lately. I mean, it's been pretty boring. I mean, it's fall, I'm in school, how exciting could it possibly be? So, well, briefly, last week we had our homecoming. I went to the game and the dance. The game didn't turn out so well. We got raped like 35-3, I think it was. Dance is pretty good. Dance was amazing, and I've never been to a homecoming dance before, or high school dance period, and I kind of feel bad for missing out now over all these years, but oh well, that's how it goes, I guess. Okay, so talk about a couple things here. First of all, talk about what's going on mainly. This is mainly probably me rambling more or less on for about 10 minutes because I don't really have an exact subject in mind here. I just wanted to get another blog up so no one really thinks I've dropped off the face of the earth or I've died or anything like that. First of all, on the spaceflight front, congratulations go to, first of all, the Chinese Space Agency. A couple weeks ago, they launched their Shenzhou 7 spacecraft, their first 3-man crewed spacecraft, I believe, and also had their first spacewalk. So, congratulations to them. It's I don't like China, and I don't really appreciate their policies toward government and human rights, but I still have to congratulate them on that feat. Also, congratulations go to SpaceX. Much needed congratulations there. A couple weeks ago, they managed to get their first successful flight of their Falcon 1 rocket. The Falcon 1 is the first ever privately funded liquid-fueled rocket. It's flown 4 times. The first 3 times ended in failure, but the 4th time finally got to orbit, and that's really, really good news. So, congratulations to them. I'm doing a couple shows right now. I'm doing one show, Fall Play at Troy High, my high school, all the timing. It's a series of one-acts comedies, absurd comedies. In fact, the strangest plays I've ever read in my entire life. That'll be going on next week, so wish me luck on that. Also, I'll be doing the Christmas show at the local community theater, the children's Christmas show. It's called The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. It's another comedy. It's supposed to be pretty good. So yeah, I'm doing my theater thing the course of this year mainly. A couple things on the video game front. First of all, I pre-ordered Tom Clancy's EndWar. My dad did it as a result of, I think, me getting cast and because I've been performing pretty well in my my senior year so far. By the way, I want to say a little something here about what's going on in my school, actually. There is a storm brewing at my school, to say the least, between the teachers and our school board. Right now, the teachers are working there without a contract. Their contract expired, I believe, at the beginning of this month, and as of right now, they're currently working on a contract. They're going over a dispute with it, which is happening to a lot of teachers really around the Detroit metropolitan area. In fact, some teachers over in Westline just went on strike today. The teachers at my school, Troy High, are not going on strike as of yet. I mean, that's still a ways to go, from what I've been told, but the effect is already starting to show. First of all, they're disputing over the contract. Now, what the exact issue is, I'm not sure here, but one of the issues apparently is class size. They want to increase the class size to 35, which doesn't seem like a lot, considering that our class right now, the maximum class size is about 30 kids. But if you see our rooms at Troy High, they are incredibly cluttered. It is literally impossible to stuff at least even 1 or 2 desks into that room. I mean, if you want to increase the class size, if you want like a huge class of like 50 or so people, go to college. I mean, so that's one of the points there. Now, obviously, any changes that occur will be coming after I graduate, so this won't affect me too much, but I'll tell you some things that are affecting me right now. First of all, they're not sending out progress reports. Now, progress reports are a little thing that we do in my district, where at the midpoint of each marking period, because we run on a semester schedule, so we have 4 marking periods, 2 for each semester, and at the midpoint of each marking period, they send out reports of your current grades in the class. Now, in terms of contract, they are obligated by the contract to send out progress reports if they have a D, if the student has a D or lower. Anything higher than that is sent out. So, because of that, I will not be getting any progress reports because all my grades, to my knowledge, are higher than a D. So that's a little issue right there. And it's nothing big, but it is like a little red flag, I think. And also, this may also affect our vacations, because right now our vacations they're pretty weird, I think, our school year. First of all, we get Halloween off, and Halloween's on a Friday, so the arc period ends on Halloween, so we get that day off. It's the first time that's the first time Halloween's ever been a school day, and I've gotten it off, and, well, forever, actually. And also, we may end up, our winter break is going to be about 2 weeks long, I think, which is pretty good, but we may end up having no midwinter break in February, and our spring break may only be like 3 days long, so nothing too concerning right now. No one's walking out or anything, but it's a little alarming right now. I mean, this probably has to do with the fact that the economy, the United States as a whole right now is kind of flatlining. Pinheads, greedy pinheads have fucked up Wall Street something fierce, and people talking about, depression, stuff like that. And I'm going to do it really quick here because I really don't have that much time to begin with. I don't really think it's going to be the end of the world. I mean, we're going to be in a slump for a while, but we're going to come out of it because that's the way the economic cycle goes. What really concerns me is that the last time we had this happen, 1929, the Great Depression, World War II came out of that. And I'm worried that if we have a repeat of the Great Depression, World War III is going to come out of that, and then we're all going to be fucked. But, oh well, let's see what happens there. So speaking of World War III, again, I pre-ordered Tom Clancy's EndWar back in September for making good grades and getting cast in the fall show. As it stands right now, it will arrive on November 7th, and I'm getting from Amazon.com. So it will arrive on November 7th, which is about 3 days after the U.S. release date of November 4th. That's a pretty good deal if you ask me, because first of all, it allows me to concentrate mainly on the election on November 4th, and also I'm getting a couple days after release. It's a pretty good deal to me, because I pre-ordered Halo 3 from Amazon.com, and I got it a couple days after it was released, so it's a good deal. So bottom line is, whatever happens right from now, World War III will begin for me 1 month from tonight, November 7th. And I cannot wait. With every video I've seen of EndWar, it just makes me want the game more and more. Seriously, I would definitely recommend buying it, even if you're not a fan of RTS. It's going to be a great game. Also, Left 4 Dead has been delayed. And this has really surprised us. Left 4 Dead was supposed to come out on November 4th. It is now coming out November 20th. Now, for those of us that have been with Valve Corporation a while now, this is no big surprise, because one of Valve's weak points is that they are incredibly bad with release dates. And we don't know why, they just are. So yeah, it's been released now on November 20th, and apparently the reason is that it's going to coincide with the 10th anniversary of the release of Half-Life 1, so I guess this is nice there. There's also been a rumor that Half-Life 2 Episode 3 and Portal 2 will be coming out on March 2009, but this is unconfirmed, and quite frankly, I think it's being a little bit optimistic there. So yeah, one more thing. I've passing my time in schools now, but reading the furry comic Extinctioners. I got the comics from a friend of mine, and I scanned them and I put them all on my smartphone. I've read all the issues. Very good comic, amazing comic. My favorite character is Phoenix. Not surprisingly, she's a total badass. She's incredibly hot too. In fact, I'd marry her brother just to get in her family. That's how amazing she is. And yeah, it's possibly the best furry comic I've ever read in my entire life. And I've heard that the reworked version, apparently in the form of like graphic novel, something like that's supposed to be coming out either late this year or early next year, along with new issues, and I cannot wait for that either. So yeah, that's been great. That's going to about do it for now. I don't really have anything else to say. Yeah, that'll about do it. So X-Ray Delta 1 at 20:36 Eastern Daylight Time, transmission concluded.